Let us start our first use of varla. We're going to begin by import a few elements like the attributes and the skills. The first thing we need to do is look at our varla DLL, make sure it's there, otherwise it cannot work. So we go into our Oblivion folder, we go to the data and OBSE, plugins, and this is where you should have the DLL. Now, once we have that, you can go into a save that you want to take data from. Now, two things here. The first thing is that we have to deliver the amulet quest. This is because I have the arrive by ship mod. And also you can see that we have the varla import spell. This is not from the DLL, it's from an ESP that I have made. It simply contains the script to summon the import. But we're going to use the console command instead. So this is a save that has finished the Dark Brotherhood. So you can see it has the listener and has a bunch of statistics. We can see the speed is at 66 right now, and the acrobatics is at 28 with a bit of a buff. So these are the two that we're going to modify. Or what I mean is like import to the next character. So first off, we're going to export the save. So we're going to use export save. Now, if this doesn't appear when you do the command, it means you don't have the DLL or maybe you didn't put it in the right place. But now you can see that it works. Now I'm going to Alt-Tab out of the game, which is why, by the way, I have it in window mode. Otherwise, as you know, Oblivion has a tendency to crash. Okay, so if we look at the save dump here, this is in documents, my game, Oblivion, OBSE. And you can see that I have all of the characteristics. Now I can decide to select what I export. For that, I can go into the app. I choose a classic OBSE, and then I can go into the settings, into the INI editor, and I can select what I want to have. For now, we want everything for the purpose of the demonstration. Now that we have this, what we're going to do is we're going to open the save dump with this. You can open it manually with Control O to find wherever it is. But I usually use the Control R shortcut because it's the default path. Now, you can see it really looks similar to the regular Oblivion menu with the character tab, with the skills, the factions, the attributes. Then there's the inventory, the magic with all the spells, the quests, and Varla is just an extra tab to fit everything that I couldn't fit into the other tabs. So we're going to take the skills here. We're going to take acrobatics. We're going to look it up here like that. And we're going to set it to 100. Of course, this normally is to just import the stat from your character, but here I'm going to set it manually to 100 just to see that there is indeed a big difference between the jumping height, the original one and the new one. Same for the attributes. We have the speed. We could just import this 66, but I'm going to put it all the way to 100 because then we'll see a good increase. Because it's not enough to just see that the numbers change. You have to see that the effect was actually properly done. Now, you have two options. Either you can directly save with Control S. That totally directly changed the target, which is where your varla DLL is going to take the information from. As you can see here, you have acrobatics here and you have the speed. But instead of that, I could have done the import filter version, which gives me a view of everything that you've imported. So that means that if you want to, let's say, have inventory items or quests and that you don't want to save everything right away, because once you cast the spell or the command, everything that has been sent to the target is going to be directly imported. Here is just another layer of possible filtering if you want to do things step by step. But here we're just going to keep it on direct save, and then it gets sent directly to the target. Now, with this target, we go back to Oblivion and we go to a new save. We are going to take this one. It's a very recent way a save. I just went to Kvatch and we're going to look at the tab. I have 55 speed and my acrobatics is at 25. So I'm going to type import save and boom, now I have the speed at 100 and the acrobatics at 100. And if I exit the tent and I decide to jump, you can see that my jumping height is a lot more and my speed is the one of 100. You can also see that I have properly the dodge button, which I wouldn't have had beforehand. Now, again, we can do whatever we want that is importable. So for instance, you can see that here my character has um, brown eyes. So I want to change the eyes to the eyes of the other character. So again, I'm going to go to um, my menu and I'm going to clear the target. You can see behind that it erased everything. Then I'm going to choose the character info here and I'm going to take the eyes. Now, for the menu here, you can drag and drop like I did, or you can also select something and then click here to send it. You can also take, just like in Windows, you can hit Control and take several ones, or you can take one and then hit Shift to take a package, and it's going to send everything. I try to make it as convenient as possible, so use it so that you are quick and so that it's convenient. So we remove everything, and again, we want the eyes. So now I hit Control S, and you can see that I have the eyes. And the speed, yeah, the speeds were not removed. So we're going to remove the speed and the acrobatics. We're going to clear the target. And now we have the direct save and we have only the eyes. Okay. Again, we type the command and boom. And now my eyes are green, just like the other character. Okay, so this is all the basic imports that you can do. Of course, there's a lot more things that you can do. You can import your inventory, all of your spells. Of course, it takes a lot of um, properties that would not normally be importable. For instance, you can see that, hey, we have the protect spell, which is nice, but you also have the ability to import the thief burst sign, which is not something that you want to do because you probably have another sign as your new character and you don't want to have both of them. We don't want to, we can cheat, of course, if you want, but if you are concerned with keeping a proper character that doesn't have everything, then you want to be very mindful about what you actually import, which is why I made this UI. So I will make more videos in the future. I hope this helps getting started to using the UI. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in another video.